G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Furious Assault Rifle, a 25% faster fire rate and plus 50 damage resistance whilst aiming. If you cast your minds back to the instigating explosive pipe bolt action rifle, this is actually the fucking not bad drop I got 2 seconds in, so that's pretty good. Pretty good assault rifle. Going to be using this with a stealth commando build too, so powerful auto receiver, going to be munching through our ammo very quickly there with that faster fire rate. True long barrel and true stock for tightening up that hip fire spread. We won't be using ground pounder with this because the reload is good enough, so to compensate for that lack of hip fire accuracy boost that we would have get if we attached that, we've got the true stuff on. Perforating magazine to use with tank killer, which we'll have in place of ground pounder. That's only 5 bullets left than a stinging magazine, which is a drum, by the way. That thing only holds 5 less bullets than a drum, which is interesting, and a reflex sight and suppressor for VATS usage and close range, combat. 37 damage with this completely unspec'd. But another thing I want to draw your attention to is this thing's actual title. So it's Furious Armor Piercing Assault Rifle, right? Or Automatic Assault Rifle, actually. And if you take the first letters of all of those words as an acronym, it says FAPA. So basically, this weapon is calling me a wanker off the bat, so we're off to a good start. Let's get some perks onto old mate Fapper, and we'll see how we go. Okay, I'm going to cut those jokes out, but we'll see what we can do. Now, keep in mind that the fully spec'd, no adrenal reaction, no nothing of a handmade is 90, and this is doing 68. So, yeah, we're already at a pretty big disadvantage there. Okay, so this little fucker stopped me from fast traveling, so I'm going to kill him. I got him. Alrighty, so here we are outside of Moody's Plaza. It is a lovely morning. Here are my buffs, and we're going full chameleon armor because don't intend to be at super low health. We are missing out on damage, but I don't know if we'll need it or not. No, we probably won't need it, especially if we're stealth commandoing like this. And there's the blazing fast reload, unassisted by ground pounder there. It'd be even quicker with ground pounder, but I'm liking this extra armor penetration that we're getting out of this. And there's critical savvy doing some good work there. And yes, the reload on this means you can be a little bit more aggressive than a handmade. You will get less ammo capacity, which means your sustaining of your fire would be not as long, but if you could reload like that, you're only taking like a second out of the combat before you're ready to start fighting again. So 104 damage. We're out damaging the the fully spec'd unadrenaline handmade right now, but yeah, still falling behind slightly. Yes, food. Thank you. Ugh, dinner's ready. Anyways, we'll get stuck into some of these super mutants here. Yes, we're gonna kill them. Oh, we're in danger now. Luckily, this thing's DPS is through the bloody roof, and oh, let me tell you, that pizza smells good. It's definitely pizza time here. Cue the Raimi Spider-Man memes, which are great. They're almost at a level of prequel memes, by the way. They're that good. And I think we're missing out on one super mutant. I can hear him stomping around. Okay, there he is. Concentrated fire, doing good work. Very solid performance so far out of this particular salty. I'd just like to remind you all that my brother is better than yours. He delivered me pizza just now. How good's that? Anyways, so we'll keep talking about memes because I think the weapon can speak for itself. As long as I can actually hit things, I think we'll be right. So, apparently the Furious... actually, no, before we talk about memes, apparently the Furious effect was somewhat broken, and Bethesda fixed that. They actually managed to name that in patch, and I can see definitely that we are getting the Furious bonuses out of this, which is good. It's helping us claw back that damage that we're missing out on, I guess, on a handmade, I suppose, which, if we had a Furious Fire Rate handmade, then we'd be laughing right now, but the Salty, she's doing alright. And I do call it a salty because it's got a salt rifle, so there is salt in there. And it's kind of like a saltwater croc. It's big, it's fat, it's unwieldy, but she's deadly, mate. She's a fighter. You'll find super mutants carrying these bad boys all the time, and they'll do it for good reason. Probably because their fingers are too fat to use anything like handmaids. They're not nimble fucking human fingers. They're just big fat green sausages that they point at the fairy godmother at. There you go. There's a Shrek meme. We're bringing in all the memes here. In fact, I'm going to stop doing weapon reviews on my channel and start reviewing memes, because that's not something that's overdone. Alright. This lot is almost cleared out. We'll just execute that guy through the wall because wall hacks. Hey, ballistics is working at least. Who's to say Subsonic 556 wouldn't punch through walls that are, I don't know, half a foot thick? I have to go through American measurements so all of you people actually know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. It's called the metric system. Get on it. It's better. Everything's in tens, and you can calculate shit better. I mean, millimeters, that's where it's at. It's nice and accurate. You don't have to measure in feet or inches. Who wants to do that? There you are. Alright, so a pretty cruisy run so far. I think we got hit with a little bit of cautionary fire back there. So that's the only time we have been hit, but we haven't actually been shot at and actually meant it. It's all been panic fire that's just grazed by, so that'd be cool if we had a serendipity bonus. Oh no, we're in danger. I'm sure we won't be able to claw ourselves out of this, and the more they hurt me, by the way, the more I'll get my damage boosted from adrenal reaction. Ow. Okay, that's less than ideal. Also, don't switch viewpoints when you're reloading, otherwise you'll have to start the reloading again. And the only reason I was I was able to walk away from that is because the reloading is super fast. That's a grenade. Don't want to stand next to that. I like how the super mutants, you can't move their bodies all that much by shooting at them, but a grenade will pick them up and toss them like a tornado tosses a car in Dakota, I guess. There you go. See, I have American knowledge from Texas around South Dakota. That's called Tornado Alley, and it's a kind of a scary place to live. You have to have tornado things set up. Fuck that. That's not something I want to live with. Although, saying that, my house in Fallout 76 is right next to super mutants, so I can't really talk, can I? Ow, he actually got my arm. Also, Winter, just grit through the pain. If you're sneaking and someone shoots your arm, just grit through it. You don't have to get up and get yourself detected. Come on. It's not like being shot at is gonna actually exactly hurt all that much. If you can just take 5 seconds of sustained fire of pipe guns from level 1 gun zombie dudes, then there's no reason not to take this. Also, the hipfire accuracy is so good, even though I do have an arm crippled and probably should get that medical attention. No, it just got better. We all have Wolverine healing powers. Yeah, the hipfire accuracy is still good. Granted, that was at close range. If we had been a little bit further out, say 50 meters, or hang on, how much is that? Around 60 feet-ish, then we might see a little bit more inaccuracy there. Okay, I'm going to try to keep my health at this level because I guess it is sort of optimal for using this weapon to boost its damage output. And, I mean, not like we really needed it against ghouls, but we are demonstrating a fair amount of damage, and due to the way multipliers work, big numbers multiplying makes a big sum. So, with the sneak attack criticals, when we've got them at this sort of health threshold and all of that furious, you can actually see that stack very quickly. Nice Englishing there. Is it a swing speed? It is an instigating lever gun. No, game, that's the wrong thing. We might see that come up later. Oh, wow, okay. Unfortunately, that'll be underleveled, right? Yeah. It's underleveled. That makes me very sad. Because that would have been a good one, too. That would have been a real good one. So, these ghouls are pretty easy, as long as you don't get hidden. This is kind of the way, and we're not held back by any rate of fire by any means. Honestly, the worst thing about this particular weapon, as of now, is its inability to deal with large amounts of ghouls. If you were detected and they're all running at you, you didn't have enough bullets to actually deal with them all, that's when you start to struggle, but you can chuck a shush tube on this, so there's no excuse not to do that and just stealth it up like this, because it's just so goddamn easy, it's so good. Like, next to a stealth rifleman, I'd probably pick this over the strongest of lever guns, to be honest, because it's just so much quicker. Apparently I just stubbed my toe. I guess that's what happens when you can't see exactly where you're standing because you're half cloaked. Also, are we done? I think we're kind of done here, aren't we? Actually, there might be a few blokes on the outside. Don't forget those golf outfits. You loot them every time you see them because their weight to value ratio is actually insanely good. Okay, that's gotta be us done now, right? Well, I'm gonna call it done because, yeah, we're definitely done. And there's a camp over there. It's floating. Yeah, I feel like Bethesda ought to crack down on stuff like that because that is immersion breaking. No thank you. That's just silly. This thing shouldn't make too bad of a bullet hose when it comes to killing Swan, right? Nope. Looks like we've capped out our damage at 242. Yep. He dead now. You know, every time I fight this guy and a suppressor is attached to my gun, it makes it super easy. He also gave me a severe assault rifle. The severity of that assault rifle is high. My one is not very severe though. And I also get 4 308 rounds, lucky me. So, I've just been munching on my pizza throughout the, just where I cut out between segments, I suppose. And I had this idea after spawning these crabs and taking one last bite of my pizza. I was thinking, what if they were to put crab sticks on pizza? I reckon that'd be unreal. And you top it off with some barbecue sauce, I don't know what else could go in there. Whatever, like barbecue meat lovers, but with crab sticks. Maybe that would work? Who even knows? Domino's Pizza, hit me up. I've got $1 million idea. Everyone will love it, I swear. Okay, before we get to the train yard smash, apparently there's something of a random encounter out here. It's a Robo Brain and a Doggo. And the Doggo won because I helped it, but yeah, the Doggo ain't long for this world either. So, I think yesterday we got a bunch of Doggos in here. I actually had a segment where I found a bunch of mole rats and I was just like, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. Mole rats are too easy. It's really bizarre why they spawn because they're always going to be super underleveled compared to everything else. And, same with the commie bots. They're not really that interesting to fight either, to be honest. Speaking of commie bots, here they are, little bastards. Embrace democracy or you will be eradicated. Now these ones actually kind of hit hard too, and look how much XP they give you, 58 apiece. That's nothing. I mean, it's more XP than you'd see out of the new raid, which is cool, I guess, but it's not enough. And yeah, they're just shit to fight, to be honest. And then there was a Scorched Conqueror there. I guess he would have gotten lost. He was cowering away from the commie bots, or maybe he was developing a secret treaty with them where it would turn all of the Scorched into communists, which means I have to kill even more of them now to stop the spread of communism into dear America, because that's kind of terrible. We don't really want communism in America. That'd be bad. Alright, so deal with these 2 tools over here, and then we can get started on the big old bats flying through the air. So that's a easy plus 30% damage on those blokes, and if we get detected here, if they get one good burst of bone hurting juice in our way, actually, what? They just fell over. They fell over and died like a Lego man who got kicked over. They just fell to bits. That's weird. I don't know what that was all about, but we can go on AA patrol now. Come on. And I do mean Alcoholics Anonymous, not anti-air. Ah, here comes the juice. Easy kill right there. And we can immediately mag dump that one. See, the DPS you can get out of the 25% faster fire rate is incredible. I think I'm having a better time with this than I ever had with that Furious explosive assault rifle. This is way more fun. You just mow people down. That fire rate is a major cockblock when it comes to fun, I reckon. And apparently you're not going to spawn. That's okay. Hey, it's that dude. I wonder what he wants. I'm going to save him from being killed by Scorched. They are his level though, so he'd survive. What's going on? Okay, that guy's a bit odd. He wears a tinfoil hat, so, you know, maybe it stops the Scorched Beast from reading his mind, but honestly, like a mag of bullets out of this thing does the same thing, and you don't look like a tool whilst you're wearing that, or whilst you've got this in your hands, as compared to wearing that. So, anyways, I think you get the idea of this particular weapon. It's really fucking good, to be honest. It's great. This is one of the better assault rifles I've ever used, and there you go. The faster fire rate variants, they ain't nothing, and I'm gonna shoot down this vertibot. Bang! A lot of XP out of that. That was very bizarre. He ragdolled and then he felt... Okay. It just works. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Also, if you want this, hit me up.